Next, let's turn on our announcement bar in the marketing tab. So go back to our home here, go into marketing, and turn on announcement bar. So I already had it on. You will need to toggle this on to enable announcement bar. I've just set my announcement text, the title for our announcement bar, to sign up for a newsletter, because I want to put a newsletter block within the mega announcement bar. So this is what I have. So just turn that on. That's it for step 2. Now let's create that section that we want to be in the announcement bar. So we'll put this into our footer area. So hit edit, go down here anywhere. There's this newsletter section, but I want this in the footer section. So be sure you're editing in the footer section. Sometimes you have to move your mouse around to get that to pop up. And let's just add in a new section in here. I could just, this right here, just use this template. You don't have to, but why don't I use that? I'm just going to delete that block right there. I don't really want that. And let's also pull this up, sort of even this all out a little bit, and maybe make our section small. Give it a little spacing in there. Okay, everything else looks pretty good. So now let's hit done, save. And actually I want to change the color. I want this color of my section to be my brand, this purple right here. So there we go. That's it. Now done, save. Lastly, that's it. All we need to do is initialize our mega announcement bar. So go back over to our website on this usage tab next. Just copy this code. All we have to do is put this in the CSS area and then target that new section that we just added using that section's specific data section ID. And I'll show you what that means. So just copy this code, go over to your design, custom CSS area, paste it right in there. And then this is what we want to replace. So there's this great tool by Heather Tovey. If you don't have it, just type into Google, just say Squarespace ID Finder, and this Chrome web extension will pop up, and it will allow you to target anything, any section or block on your website. Very easy, free to install, very easy to use. So I'm just going to turn that on. I'm going to target this section in our footer that we just added. Be sure you're grabbing that footer section. Just target that. And just replace this right there. That's it. Now hit done, save. I'm gonna turn that off, and we cross our fingers and hit refresh and hope it works. And there we go. And now it is up there. You see we have our little down arrow icon right there. It pops open, goes closed. That's exactly what we want. So there are some additional settings that we can use. First, this is open. So this is when the page loads. Do you want it open or do you want it closed? If I have is open to true, hit save, let's refresh the page. This will initialize as open. We can also close it afterwards, but it'll initially be open. So that's pretty cool. So really that is it. There are some extra settings over here if you want to tweak some other things. So I will build a different example. How about just right now, just so you can see that, and play around with some of these extra settings. But if you're ready to go, feel free to just end this video and jump into it. But next, why don't we create a section that we want to just be staying up there the whole time? So I'm just going to hit edit. Let's go back down to that section that we added it down here. I'm going to delete that. And let's say I just have a new product. I just released a new product. My new cool product. I'm going to add in maybe some, a couple sentences of description text. This is a great little, it's called add lorem ipsum. That's another great little tool. Allows you to create some great stuff. Easy, very quick, random text, lorem ipsum text. Let's just format this around. We'll add in an image block, put it right here, make this a bit smaller. Put it right beside and just add in some image. So this is my cool new product. Now, here's the thing. I don't want people closing out of this. I want this to pop up there. I don't want people to get rid of it. I want my cool new product to stay at the top of every page. I really want to be promoting this. So let's hit done, save. My cool new product should be right up here. And let's copy these additional settings. So I could copy this whole thing over here and then replace the data section ID again, or I can just copy these 5 additional settings and be sure to add them in before our closing curly bracket right there. So I'm going to paste all those in. And these are just some default settings. So the color, don't really want to change that color. Really, the only thing I want to do is I want to get rid of all this up here. So I'm going to change our announcement text to none. And it's going to delete that whole bar up there. And then I'm going to change the vertical padding to 0. Actually, let's keep this back at flex. Let's change our vertical padding to 0. Close it and then open it up again. And now it's sort of all hidden. Now I can go back down to none. And there we go. And now there's no way to close out of this for a new user. We could have just hit refresh. There's no way to close out of it. It's going to stay up there on the top of every single page that your user goes to. So there's now we have that even spacing there. So that's just another cool example. These other things are self-explanatory. You can change the icon size if you want to do that. You can change, let's turn this back on. Flex, maybe 1.5. This V padding is our vertical padding. So that's the padding above and below our section sign up for newsletter right here. This color changes the color of these 3 items right here. We could go to red if we wanted. Change all of those. And then our announcement close, you can change this to none and keep this toggle up, but it'll just get rid of that announcement close bar, so no one can get rid of that. So there we go. This is how you use the plugin. It works perfectly with your main nav up here. Hope this helps. Hope you enjoy it. Send me any cool examples that you build. I'd love to show them as examples on my sales page. And let me know if you have any questions. I am here to help. Hope you have a fantastic day.